Good morning, badasses. Coach Joe for the Summit Endurance Academy here. Today is a little bit of a rant. Don't worship race distances. This shit drives me a little bit nuts. Okay, and my absolute favorite story about this, and I think that this is kind of a pervasive part of our culture, which is why like I just saw an article the other day that said, when 100 isn't enough, or no, it was when a marathon isn't enough, and just talking about people, this flood that we have into extreme distances, and why ultra running has become so popular. Really, I think ultra running has become so popular because it's not on a fucking road. But I love this older story. And I read this in a magazine a few years ago. This was Lauren Fleshman, who owns Picky Bars, and I believe she was a several-time U.S. national champion. And I'll probably butcher the story, but the basics is like she was on her way back from like fucking Australia or something, where she had just been paid a fair bit of money to come down and race this, like essentially like a World Cup 5K. So. She went down to run a 5K, no idea how she did, and on the plane ride back, she's either she or the fella next to her was reading like a running times or something, and so they struck up a conversation about, oh, you're a runner, I'm a runner, blah blah blah, and he said, oh, what were you doing in Australia? And she said, oh, I went down there to run that 5K, and he kind of like patted her on the shoulder, and he was like, oh, you'll get to a marathon soon, like this idea that and he didn't know who she was, obviously, but this idea that a marathon is somehow more intrinsically more valuable and more honorable than a 5K, which is horseshit, because I guarantee that she ran more miles and made more good choices and worked harder on her craft than he did. Okay? So, what I mean by all of this is that if you come to me, no, let's not. What I mean by this is, and I think you should too, honor the work. I don't give a shit what race distance you are training for. I honor the work. If you are working hard and you are making good choices and you are, deep into the process, doesn't fucking matter what race distance you are doing. It could be a 1 mile. I would argue that the 1 mile, running 1 mile all out, you try to do that as hard as you can, and you will work harder than most marathon finishers do. Have a good day.